Welcome into the Brad Cesmat Spring Training Show. I'm your host this week, Carrie Osep, and we're here at the beautiful Peoria Sports Complex, home to the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. Of course, here in Arizona, we got great weather, but we got even better baseball, and we're going to take you around the valley and show you a couple of stories and a couple places maybe to get some good food, because at this time of year, this is exactly where you want to be, right here in the valley.
Hey everyone, welcome to On the Rocks. I'm your trail guide, Claudia Collins, and I'm taking you along for my adventures as I check hikes, waterfalls, and other outdoor activities off of my Arizona bucket list. Today, join me for a staycation at the Saguaro Lake Guest Ranch. The Saguaro Lake Ranch is a hidden gem and desert oasis just 30 minutes from the edge of the city, making it the perfect Arizona escape.
If you're coming from out of town or looking for a staycation, look no further than the Saguaro Lake Guest Ranch. This is truly one of my favorite places, actually my favorite place in all of Arizona. I got married here, I kayak out of here all the time, and some of my very favorite hikes are right here in this area. But the accommodations, the food, just the views, everything, it is so spectacular here. So spend the next 24 hours with me at the Saguaro Lake Guest Ranch.
Before you check in, I recommend taking a hike. Particularly, I recommend the Butcher Jones Trail, which is just down the street from the ranch. This is the #1 hike I recommend for new and experienced hikers. It's not too challenging for beginners, and the views will impress even the most seasoned hikers. When we got to the ranch, we had everything we needed. A beautiful cabin, a hot shower, a comfy bed, and all the special touches and details that make this accommodation so unique. While the chefs were on the grill and the staff was prepping, families and friends were out enjoying lawn games, getting a drink from the bar, and even taking a dip in the heated pool, all while listening to live music. There's even a ranch dog, Bandit, who stole my heart and was probably equally excited about the brisket and burgers as I was. The lineup for dinner looked and tasted delicious. The meal was full of color and variety, with many sides to choose from, brisket that was smoked for over 20 hours in preparation for this meal, and burgers with all the toppings your heart could desire.
That's good.
I couldn't wait to sit down and take a bite of this meal. I also really loved the family-style dining. We got to know the couple sitting across from us and found so many small connections, all while listening to the live music and staring at the cliffs.
So good.
All the food was to die for. While guests and visitors were wrapping up their meal, the sun was beginning to set, turning the sky pink and purple and casting golden light on the edge of the cliffs. We took a walk at sunset to enjoy the scenery and visited the horses at the stables down the way. And we capped off the evening with s'mores, giving me that true nostalgic feeling of being at summer camp. Then we went inside to the Roundup Room, which is another very unique space with so many antique details and the coolest bar. We were going to just hang out for a little, but we couldn't resist using the pool table. Then we decided to pick out a board game and take it to the room before calling it a night.
Not a bad place to wake up and catch the sunrise. We're a little bit late, but definitely still worth it.
We caught the tail end of the sunrise, but still got to see the sky light up with pink and orange haze. We then took a little walk and ended up at the stables again. I just couldn't resist. And we even saw a wild horse nearby. It was just such a nice way to start the morning.
One thing that you can always guarantee about the ranch is that the food is going to be so good. Dinner last night was fantastic. This morning, we're going to go into the lodge and get some breakfast.
We arrived a little early to get our caffeine boost, and I also couldn't help but use the fresh orange juicer and was happy to see the oranges were local. We enjoyed our beverages in the main room of the lodge and loved looking at all the artwork, antiques, and beautiful furniture. We learned that many of the rugs are Navajo, and a lot of the furniture and antiques are original to the ranch, which is nearly 100 years old. Then breakfast was served. We had a wide selection and it looked irresistible. Everything was so fresh and delicious, and I may or may not have gone back for seconds. My husband may have gone back for thirds. I've talked a lot about the details throughout the cabin. Everywhere you look, there's a nod to the saguaro, especially with the saguaro skeleton in the center of the dining room. This really is the more you look, the more you see situation, but the entire ranch is so well maintained and beautiful. After breakfast, we hung out in here for a while. and looked at some of the books, played another board game, and enjoyed more coffee and tea. And then it was adventure time. There's a lot to choose from at the ranch. I've kayaked the Salt River from the ranch a handful of times. It's also an activity I always recommend to visitors. The entire foxtail trip takes about 2 hours, depending on how fast the Salt River is flowing. There's a lot to see along the way, and it's always a magical experience. And one that almost always comes with wild horse sightings. And speaking of horses, you can also choose to go horseback riding from the stables. This also has spectacular views, and I have a soft spot for these sweet animals. The views are once again beautiful, and seeing things from horseback brings a whole new perspective. There's a bunch of different rides to choose from. I'd recommend a sunset trip. But today, I decided to do something new. We went kayaking on Saguaro Lake. I've been to the lake a number of times, mostly to hike Butcher Jones Trail, but this gave us a chance to explore the different coves and enjoy the lake in a new way. We spent 2 hours on the lake exploring before heading back to the cabin. They've really thought of every little detail here at the ranch. Before we leave, we get a boxed lunch that we can either take on an adventure or eat here. We just went on a little adventure on the lake, so we're going to take in the views one last time before we go. But you won't get bored here. I mean, there's so many activities to do, and even if you just sat around for 2-3 days with these views, it just doesn't get old. For the perfect Arizona getaway, there's no better place than the Saguaro Lake Guest Ranch. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time on The Rocks.
Hosting the Brad Cesmat Spring Training Show is pretty easy, but I got to say thanks to Brad, who's somewhere around here getting the grounds ready for the game. So I guess that means I had to fill in this week.
Yank this bad boy, right? You know, I'm not really talented that way. Okay, what am I supposed to do here?
Kind of pull
Everything in the corner like this? Like that? This is what we love doing. We're so ready for baseball season to start. Am I good? Okay, is this the wrong base?
No.
This is the right base? How long have you been out here doing this?
So at this location, I've been here since late August, but
Late August?
I've
Yeah.
been doing this kind of job for the last 5 years.
You're keeping your clay hydrated. Can I bang on that a little bit? I saw you doing that. How do I do that? Is there an art to banging the pitching mound?
I wouldn't really say there's an art. I would just say you know it when you feel it.
You know it when you feel it. That sounds like a first date or something. Last night I should have done this in the card game. Why did I do this? Did you ever do that? Yeah, I can see that. I'll drive from here to second base.
Here's second.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's totally awesome.
All right, so. Need some headphones, I'd be good.
When I started to compete, they told me I should stop. When I came in dead last, they told me I should stop. When colleges didn't recruit me, they told me I should stop. What they didn't know is that I am unstoppable.
CAA champion, Anthony Robles.
Let us help you be unstoppable with your financial goals at desertfinancial.com.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi, folks. Here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Let's talk about Venezia's Pizzeria. New York-style pizza. Oh man, this looks so good. Pizza doughs made fresh daily, wings, subs, sandwiches, pasta. They cater, they deliver. They have 5 Valley locations. Venezia's New York-style Pizzeria.
Welcome into the beautiful Peoria Sports Complex here in Arizona. I'm your host for this week's show of Brad Cesmat's spring training show, Carrie Osep. And of course, guys, we're chilling out here enjoying some baseball, but we're also taking a look inside the seasonal home for the Seattle Mariners and San Diego Padres. A perfect place to showcase what makes the Cactus League a bucket list item for many during spring training. Before walking into the stadium, let's take you back outside where you can venture into one of 3 new restaurants all under Fox Restaurant Concepts, or simply enjoy the surrounding scenery and open space just out front. Now back inside the sports complex, there's something for everyone in all ages.
I like all the parks over there. I like to watch the baseball players play. I like spending time with my family too. I like spending time with my family.
A great place to make some memories while cheering on your favorite team.
Go Padres!
On one side of the ballpark, kind of hidden, there's a playground for the kiddos. Unique and expected food and drink options throughout, and something to test your skill sets. Even those who have long retired from the game. Has anyone thrown out their arm? Or is it just for kids? Yep. Okay. This is for Brad Cesmat. If I can't get a job with him next year, maybe I'll get picked up by the Padres. Here we go. So what was the fastest that you saw in there? It was about 70, right?
Close to it.
Let's do it. There you go. Thank you. Thanks to the volunteers known as the Diamond Club who gave me a boost. Those are the same people who truly make Peoria Sports Complex what it is.
Time that we would be normally getting a paycheck for goes back into the community and goes to charities in the Peoria area. I think everybody should be given back in some way, and I think this is a great way for anybody to do it because you can come watch the games, you're outside. I mean, who can say no to baseball? I mean, honestly.
And you get a cool hat.
You get a cool hat, you get a nice shirt, and then you can always accessorize.
But they all do it for one group.
We have a good fan base here. The Mariners and the Padres, they bring good people in.
I was hoping you were going to say the slide.
What slide?
The slide, right? Everyone hears it. It's hidden. It's a little pirate ship. But
we do have a fun park for the kids.
Peoria Sports Complex is not complete without you. So there is no I in team, but there is an I in Peoria. And I'm Carrie Osep, and I'll see my way out.
Mike Poe, General Manager, Quintero. This is your house, and this whole place is your house. The people that are watching across the country that are going to be out here for spring training. Quintero, I'm teeing it up for you using the metaphor. Tell us about it.
Oh, it's a beautiful golf course. We've been out here since about 2000. The course is 22 years old. It's developed by Reese Jones. Originally, it was the destination for wealthy car dealers. 2008, 8 came along and took that away, and we've taken it over and operated it since 2011 as a public facility.
It is absolutely stunning out here. It's one of those places that when I tell people from out of state that are coming, it is really a once-in-a-lifetime experience to be out here and play. What makes it so unique for you, Mike?
You know, the topography, the time that it's taken, making sure every hole was a postcard. And I believe that. Every hole is just beauty. There's not one hole that you go, what's my favorite hole? I think there's 18 favorite holes out here.
Mm-hmm. I am one that unfortunately still makes shallow graves on the golf course. That happens with my swing on occasion, but it doesn't shy me away from coming out here. I do think it is something that for those of you that are coming out here to Arizona to experience it, level of golf, not want to come out here for your very first time to play. I think that's fair to say.
It's definitely not a beginner's golf course. No, sir. It's not that at all. I think the beauty of the golf course is a little different than most desert golf courses in the fact that we're not surrounded by homes. We have 6 homes on property, and then another 9 condos on property, which we're in the executive loft here at one of our condos, and they're off the beaten path. They're not right up against the golf course, so they're not intruding on your privacy out there.
When people come out here, a signature hole or two that you recommend?
Everybody likes 6 and 9. Hole 6 and 9. Number 6 looks over the whole Southwest Valley, heading towards the east. Great sunsets there, and then number 9 is basically our signature hole. It's about a 250-foot elevation drop to it's actually a large green when you get down there, but when you're standing that high up in the air, it looks very small, and it's got water in front of it, so it can be intimidating.
What I love about Quintero coming up here is it's the service. The service you get here is amazing. It's also the facilities before you even tee off. It's not just pulling and there's everything right on top of a parking lot. You have to go experience it when you're out here, and the service is bar none. The executive loft that we're sitting in, walk us through this.
This is a 2,400 square foot executive loft. It's got 2 master suites on each end. It's beautiful. It's got everything you need. Plus, we do private cooking in here for our guests. You can order in. You can what we call take and bake, or the chef can cook here right in front of you. Yes is the answer. What's the question? Anything's possible here at our executive loft.
Outside of here from spring training facilities, what do we, Mike? 25, 30 minutes away. If you're at the Rangers, the Padres, thereabouts, you're not that far away.
You're not that far away. It's that P83 area where all the ball players and the fields are. In that Peoria area is literally door to door, 35 minutes. That's parking your car and everything. Yeah, we pride ourselves on being in great shape year round. Really, the only time we're a little compromised is right at the beginning of June when we shut down for airification for 3 days. Then after that, we're up and running again, full capacity. And that's one thing I do pride our entire team. Trevor Cook, our superintendent, man, he takes great care of this golf course. Year round, we're in great shape.
Thanks for having us out, Mike.
Thank you, Brad.
This spring, Tucson is just one of 2 cities that is hosting a World Baseball Classic qualifier. Brazil, Colombia, China, and Germany all vying for a spot to get into next year's WBC, and this is just another example of Arizona and baseball going hand in hand.
They don't give it to just any city, right? There are other cities that are in contention, and they think about, okay, what all goes into putting on a World Baseball Classic qualifiers? Tucson has the hotels, they have the landscape, they have this great ballpark, like Pima County. There's so many people that were involved in this process, and they poured in a lot of money into this facility, into this stadium.
And while Brazil earned the bid for the 2026 World Baseball Classic, it was also a win for Southern Arizona. This past week could be just the start to get pro baseball back to Tucson.
I think what they want to do is they want to make Tucson a home for a Major League Baseball minor league team or a Mexican League team. And they also want to bring back spring training too. They want to bring it back maybe a few games here in the future. This was home to the Arizona Diamondbacks for several years. Randy Johnson killed a bird here. So this place has a lot of history when it comes to baseball, and I think baseball belongs in Tucson. I think the World Baseball Classic shows that.
When I started to compete, they told me I should stop. When I came in dead last, they told me I should stop. When colleges didn't recruit me, they told me I should stop. What they didn't know is that I am unstoppable.
CAA champion, Anthony Robles.
Let us help you be unstoppable with your financial goals at desertfinancial.com.
The Ak-Chin Indian community and Troon Golf invite you to tee up a pure golf experience at Ak-Chin Southern Dunes Golf Club. Ranked by Golf Magazine as the 5th best golf course you can play in Arizona, Southern Dunes is known for spectacular customer service, a championship layout, premier course conditions, and a relaxed atmosphere the moment you drive down the front entrance. Check out the short course #Mini Dunes or dine at the Arroyo Grill. Ak-Chin Southern Dunes Golf Club, a pure golf experience.
Let's talk about Venezia's Pizzeria. New York-style pizza. Oh man, this looks so good. Pizza dough is made fresh daily. Wings, subs, sandwiches, pasta. They cater, they deliver. They have 5 Valley locations. Venezia's New York-style Pizzeria.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Ak-Chin Casino, where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. Play for All at Harrah's Ak-Chin Casino.
Welcome to the latest edition of Eats with Eliav. We're here in Scottsdale at Valley Wings. So if you're coming to visit the Giants, this is the wing spot for you. I'm here with co-owner Kiera Adams. Kiera, thank you for hosting us. The writing is literally on the wall here at Valley Wings. What was the inspiration behind that?
We had a customer come into our first location in North Phoenix on 19th Avenue and Greenway. She was from London and she asked if she could write on the wall, and of course we can't say no to our customers. So the first signature that blew us up was DeAndre Hopkins. Of course, he posted about us and we went viral. The list goes on and on. Charles Barkley is one of our favorite regulars.
That should tell you all you need to know, first of all, about the quality of wings here. But how did everything get started here at Valley Wings?
So my husband, he's a wing lover. We're from Michigan originally, and we could never find any good wings out here. So he told me about, I would say 9 years ago, that he wanted to open up a wing spot, and here we are. I think it's only right that we start with our house sauce, our Valley sauce. It's gonna be a sweet barbecue sauce.
There you go.
Wait. I have to ask you something.
Yeah.
Are you a drum or a flat type of person?
Wow, that is a great question, and I've gone back and forth for years now, to be honest with you. I've been a drum guy for a long time.
Okay.
But I gotta credit one of my buddies from home. I'm starting to become a bit of a flats guy.
Oh, don't let them make you cross over.
Oh, okay. So you're a drum gal?
I am,
Okay.
I am. Should we toast to that?
Yes, cheers.
Cheers.
The Valley sauce.
Yes.
Kiera, where are we going next?
We're gonna go to the honey hot.
Oh, the honey hot, okay.
One of my favorites. Because I like spice, so it gives you that little kick. So it's the perfect balance between sweet and spicy, but it's not overwhelming. Lemon pepper is a hot seller here.
For good reason, by the way. The lemon comes through and the crunchiness in every bite.
So this is gonna be our Don Special sauce. We like to call it a secret menu item, but the secret is getting out. The secret is definitely getting out. I try to describe it to the customers all the time, and I'm like, wait, let me just bring you a wing out to try. The Valley Gold is one of our big sellers. It's a honey mustard sauce. And sometimes when you say honey mustard, people look at you like, I don't know about that. But once you give it a try, you'll never go back.
If you had to choose, what are your rankings?
If I had to choose, the Valley sauce first, and then I'm going to go with the honey hot, and then the Valley Gold, the Don Special, and then the lemon pepper.
I think I'm gonna start at the Valley sauce. I love the traditional lemon pepper, Valley Gold, and then we got the sweet and spicy, and then I'll go with the Don. So if you're in Phoenix, Apache Junction, or Scottsdale, come over to Valley Wings, have yourself a bite, and maybe even sign the wall. For Kiara, I'm Eliav Gabay. This has been Eats with Eliav.
As you slide into a new week, I hope you had fun watching our show this week. But of course, just remember that this is the perfect place to have some fun and enjoy some baseball and, of course, enjoy the weather. That will do it for us here at Peoria Sports Complex. I'm Carrie Osep. Have a great week, everyone.
Let's talk about Venezia's Pizzeria. New York style pizza. Oh man, this looks so good. Pizza doughs made fresh daily, wings, subs, sandwiches, pasta. They cater, they deliver. They have 5 Valley locations. Venezia's New York style pizzeria.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi folks, here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.